Okay. Okay, this one's kind of funny.
Are we having fun yet?
All right, so today we're talking about Bryn Forbes. Unfortunately, Bryn Forbes went trending recently, and people were giving him a whole lot of hate. I mean, ridiculous amount of hate. If you're looking on Twitter, it was just continuous bashing. We have Bryn Forbes, if he wasn't Pop's illegitimate child, like, oh my God. Yeah, as you can see, he'd be working at McDonald's. Bryn Forbes making fadeaway buckets. What? That's from pounding the rock. Even if you scroll down a little bit, don't worry, the Bryn Forbes Fiesta jerseys are still in stock. Like, people have been dogging on Bryn Forbes recently, and I thought that it was at least necessary for me to address it. So a lot of people have been trying to make these parallels between Bryn Forbes and Luka Samanic. I've seen a lot of posts suggesting that Bryn Forbes should be gone, Luka should be here, because Luka had a good recent performance, as you can see here: 32 points, 10 rebounds, 12 for 23 field goals. Now here's the thing, guys, and I'm about to expose all of you, okay? With that logic that a player has a very good G League opening and you bring him to the team, if we were relaying that same information, if we were just using that same bit of logic for, say, I don't know, the guy that everyone's bashing, just take a look at Bryn Forbes' numbers when it came to the G League. As you can see here, he averaged 23 points. He had more than a steal per game, nearly 3 assists per game, nearly 4 rebounds a game. And now here's the one that's the most significant. This man had 50-40, basically 50-40-90 splits. He had 50% from the field, 46% from 3, and almost 90% from the free throw range. So he absolutely demolished the G League, okay? And if we even want to keep that same logic of, oh, well, he had a good performance, well, I added some information here on Twitter. He scored 30 points 4 times. He hit 36 in his best outing, had 36, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and a block in that same game. So I don't understand this whole notion that because someone does well in a G League game, that they should automatically be in the NBA. Are we just having recency bias here? I mean, I understand that sometimes it can be a little fun and funny to make fun of Bryn, because this is actually a hilarious post, because he kind of does dribble like that. But at the same time, dude, Luka, guys, you have to keep things and contextualize it. People aren't contextualizing what happened with Luka Samanic. You're taking one good performance and you're automatically calling the San Antonio Spurs incompetent because of it. Like, let's try to contextualize the situation. And as I even put here, Luka also scored 29 in February. So this isn't a necessarily thing where Luka was trash in our G League and he went to another G League and now all of a sudden he's just great. No, he's always been a good G League player. This is nothing new. The problem is when he was playing with us in the preseason, he had a very big lack of effort, okay? It was a huge lack of effort, and you have to, if we're going to contextualize the situation here, yes, keep in mind that his productivity now, yes, say he is going to play so much better now. It's not necessarily because, oh, he's just been great this entire time. It would be because it was a wake-up call for him. And in that regard, that's not the San Antonio Spurs' fault. If you aren't doing what you have to do to make it to a roster, and you go somewhere else and you do that, how is that on us? So the whole thing that I'm trying to get at is, if you want to just dog on Bryn Forbes and we want to have this focus on G League, just make up your mind, bro. Some people say that the G League don't matter, but then they say it does matter when someone has a good performance, but then you don't want people developing in the G League. You want Primo to just play. It's a lot that Spurs fans want, okay? It's a lot of mixed signals, a lot of mixed messaging, and I understand it's going to be like this when you're losing. And we're a fan base that's not really typically used to losing. This is very recent. It's only been a few seasons, but very recent for us. We don't experience this much, but guys, you have to contextualize the situation. Don't get overly emotional just because Luka Samanic is having a good outing in the G League. Let's just chill out a little bit. Now, when it comes to my thoughts on Joshua Primo, I see the potential there, and I get excited when he's in the G League and he does well, because it's like, wow, I get to see Primo play. But I'm not jumping to conclusions here to the point where I will actually say that someone like Luka Samanic, when I saw him in the preseason not play well, should be on the team over Bryn Forbes, who, as Bryn Forbes has had many games in the NBA where he has contributed to successes and he has contributed to a championship team. So let's just sit back for a minute, relax with all of the Bryn Forbes hate, and dude, make up your mind. Is the G League, does it have good talent or bad talent? I mean, you guys are all over the place. But anyways, I'll give it to you guys later. If you want to support the channel, link in the description for that. Only $2 a month. I almost said $20 a month. It's $2. Okay, it's $2. All right, it's $2. All right, $2 a month if you want to support the channel. It really does help. But I'll give it to you guys later, man. Until next time, deuces.